Chapter 769. Faye struggled to lift her head. There were a few whip marks on her face from the lashes, disfiguring her completely and turning her into a terrifying sight. "It's no use even if you keep torturing me. Your son's dead. And he's never coming back. All you can do for the rest of your life is wallow in your grief and misery until you die old and alone. You sick, twisted hag," Faye rasped, raising her eyebrows mockingly at Angie in a show of disdain. Angie paused for a moment before flaring up in a fury. Her facial features contorted into a twisted and ugly expression. "What did you just say, you little bitch? I think I've gone too easy on you with the torture," Angie screamed. Faye merely smiled. "I said your son's dead. And he deserved it. You deserve to live the rest of your life by yourself too, until you die." "You!" Angie let out a screech, and the spell sphere with the whip lashed out at Faye. Faye screamed in pain as the new strokes rendered her barely alive once again. Still, she continued to hold the mocking glint in her eyes as she stared at Angie. Just then, Angie stared at Faye before bursting out into laughter. "I've got it. You want to die, don't you?" Faye was silent. "You've lost your pretty face and your body. Look at you. You've become so ugly and grotesque that you don't want Trevor Penn to see you in this state, right?" Faye remained silent. Angie's laughter grew, and she shook her head. "I'm not going to let you have your way. Oh no. I'll wait for Trevor Penn to get here so he can see you with his very own eyes, then kill you right in front of him so he'll die in regret. His soul shall never, ever rest." Tears rolled down Faye's cheeks, and she said nothing more. Just then, Angie's expression shifted and let out a smirk. "He's here. You two will get to see each other real soon." Faye lowered her head wordlessly as if she was dead. Angie took her seat on the maroon armchair, staring icily at the living room entrance. The next second, the door of the living room was kicked open and sent flying in splintered pieces as Wilbur made his way inside slowly. The two guards at the door attacked him at the same time. Wilbur raised his fists and countered the attacks. The collision of their attacks exploded with a deafening sound. Both the guards spat out a mouthful of blood, stumbling backward and fleeing to hide behind Angie as they glowered at Wilbur. "Faye!" Wilbur's voice trembled as he called out to Faye when he noticed the sorry state she was in. Faye trembled all over, struggling to rasp out, "Don't come any closer. Don't look at me." Wilbur's chest lurched at the sight. It was all because of him that Faye had suffered such torture. It was his fault. He had not protected her well enough. Wilbur took a deep breath and looked at Angie. "Let Faye go. I killed your son. So come at me and me only." "Why should I let her go? You don't make the rules here," Angie screeched, and the spell sphere's whip came down viciously on Faye once again as she moaned in agony. Wilbur's chest lurched at the sight as if the whip had struck his own skin. He spotted the three spell spheres next to Faye and took a deep breath. "You can tell me what you want from me. Don't give me that bullshit about telling me to trade my life for hers. Faye's not going to live if I die. And you know that." "Is that so?" Angie smirked. "I'll have one of your hands chopped off first then. I can kill your girlfriend with the spell spheres the second I changed my mind, and you know that too." Wilbur frowned. He drew his thunder cleaver. "No," Faye screamed. "You won't be able to take her down if you cut your hand off, and we're both going to die. Don't do something so stupid."